You have no right to be here. This is your last warning. Sadly, there is no curtain nearby for us to spot who has issued this warning. We don't move and get warned again, which Bag says has diminished his threat. Barbarian doesn't want to go in as he's knackered. We are repeatedly warned to leave and we have no idea where the sound is coming from or what the intentions are. Char moves in, despite the warnings, and with a final fuck's sake, the monk heads down into the throne room. He hears metal on leather and the shifting of what appears like an armoured person. The paladin follows the monk in, and so everyone shifts back to the top of the stairs to track their progress. The monk finds a door that has writing on it, and it's barricaded with chairs and tables. They've moved into the room and check more than half the room. Gildan divine senses pick up nothing. Char finds another set of wooden doors, no markings, but again blocked with rubble. Suddenly two dirty dwarves with dark skin and white hair appear next to Gildan and Char, and they attack. Steel is better than spell, says Bags, the spellcasting person. More come and appear from invisibleness. Kalel is very weak and has retreated back down the stairs to open the door, watching the rear. Char punches his enemy directly to the face, and I shocking grasp the one by Bags. I get my own little friend, dressed differently to the others, who stabs me really quite hard, enough to almost kill me outright. Bags tries to hold person on his creature, and that has enlarged to the size of an ogre, but this sadly fails, and then the Char moves to flank a dwarf and kills him, and then moves on to attack another. St. Vincent's had his own dwarf come out of the shadows and attack him, and he has a spiritual weapon ready. All the dwarves get larger, and my whole person fails on the assassin in front of me. Thankfully, he misses me. Kalel lines up a javelin, but ends up throwing the javelins through my shoulder and takes me out. A natural 1 against my assassin, a re-roll at -5, and he rolls very high, then near maximum damage. I make a death. I mean, that's a death roll. Bags cutting against his attacker, but sadly fails and is stabbed mightily, and Bags drops down dead as well. The monk then drops again, and Gildan takes out another. Bags fails a death save, monk makes a death save. St. Vincent then bosses it, raising us all from death. Near death, rather. I magic missile the assassin, and he chases me and puts down Bags. Bags has other ideas, rolls a natural 20 for a death save, and pops back up, sadly misses. Char is up, knocks a big lad on his arse, and then curb stomps the dwarf. The assassin is surrounded but stabs me. I drop, and then he runs through the gap. Bags gets revenge for legends as he slashes the assassin through the throat. Barbarian turns up and javels the last lad, and then St. Vincent and his magic hammer. And then I make a death save. I didn't remember the rest of the sentence. Do it, says Bags, and the dwarf indeed does, and is crushed to the floor. Paladin touches us in mysterious ways, and myself, Bags, and Char are all up again. All is quiet, and then the door by the throne room opens and closes with no one around. We need to retreat and rest. The door is written in Orcish, the maker of the death is chained. We head back to the wormhole and sleep the sleep of kings. Char Su has an epiphany, working out that a naughty man may not be naughty to us, and as it is written in Orcish. The enemy of our enemy's enemy could be our enemy, I say. Myself and Bags do manual labours, removing the barricade. We go back and we decide to remove the barricade from... There's one that's blocking the one that says, don't unblock it. The door pattens are removed and the door is open to see a dwarven temple with massive carnage of skeletons of orcs and desecration. A skeletal orc appears and he says, I am Garrock, the spirit seal. Char immediately runs across the bones to punch at the orc, and I quicken a scorching ray and a firebolt to smash into him. Gildan has spotted the undead lying on the floor, hidden amongst the piles of bones and corpses, but the fight has ensued now, with lots of quick and scorching rays from me and punching and hitting from the monk. Also, I need to write that in. Also, Bags was he kept casting the spell that makes you run away. So the orc has done his spirit seal. I am the spirit seal. He kept running away. He's every time he comes back, he's like, okay, where was I? Yes, I am the spirit seal. And then he gets fucking massively punched in the face by Char. He's set on fire by me, and then he's sent running back into the corner again by Bags. Where are we? Okay. Sadly, the cleric's turn undead is fighting against this desecration. The legends have smashed the hell out of the orc who appears to be leading the undead, and a large skelly who smashes me very badly. My rebuke of that was not very nice, you fucker. It was extremely poor. You rolled shit. The fight continues. Blessed from the cleric to the paladin, barbarian, cleric. Bag is the orc whisperer for the third time and sends the orc running into the corner. Apparently healing me is like taking a potion out of combat, as I am ignored by the cleric, who's trying to find out who is wounded. The legends finish off the orc with a fine scorching ray. The orc shouts out in Orcish, "You know not what you have done," while myself and Bags do TikTok dances to celebrate our victory. The dwarf on the altar suddenly appears in a smoky vision and attacks Kal-El, knocking him unconscious, but Orcish vigour prevails. Oh, he was like a wight or something. He was a horrible thing. And we unleashed him. A zombie and 2 large ogres are still up. It will be March before we have another long rest, says Bags' owner. Cleric goes down against a zombie. Gildan is hit hard and a ghostly hand rips through him and Gildan drops a ghostly wight. Yeah, Gildan went down. He had like 25 hits drained off him. I think he's on 3 hits. Well, he's got maximum 3 hits now, so he was proper in a bad way. Kal-El leaps the down party members, lands on his arse, skillfully uses the potion he'd retrieved in the jump to heal the downed cleric. Magic missiles from me going to the ghosty white thing, who had 3 biologies from me, and it's now extremely upset, going through the monk and ogre to attack me. Thankfully, the rest of that sentence is thankfully I missed because I think Bags cut it. Thankfully Bags cut it. I'm sorry, says the insincere DM as he smashes the cleric back into the floor unconscious again. That was the Skelly ogre. Double fists. That's not right. Double fists. Stupidness. Double fists a great axe. There we go. Get it out. Oh my god. Free action. Pick up the cleric, says Chris with conviction. I'll tell you what you can do. Oh no, you can't. It's wise words indeed from the unhelpful DM. The zombie has died at least 5 or 6 times now. He finally gets put down. And the ghost dwarf is surrounded and finally disappears through the wall, allowing at least me to unclench my buttocks. I suspect this is also applied to Kal-El and Gildan, but they appeared far more stoic than I was, who was a fraction away from openly weeping in relief. The skeletal ogre is put down and all is quiet before the room is ransacked.